Hi everyone, my name is Nicola Piras. I am a researcher at the University of Minho in Portugal, and I am also the coordinator of Culinary Mind, a research center in the philosophy of food. Also, I am the principal investigator on a project called An Epistemology of Food Waste, Interdisciplinary Perspectives, funded by the Portuguese Fundação for Ciência, Tecnologia. The summer school, which is taking place in Sardinia, in Sassari, in the facilities of Officine Condivise, is one of the outcome of the project. The basic idea of the project and of the summer school is to bring together different strain of knowledge and research and traditional ecological knowledge, body knowledge and expertise in order to understand what are the kind of skills we need to understand, define and mitigate food waste. The summer school brings together scholars from all over the world, as well as students, mainly PhD students, but also some postdocs, to understand how we can put together our different strain of scholarship and local knowledge to provide a sort of consistent vocabulary to understand food waste. The school will have several activities like pasta making, wild herbs foraging, dyeing making, as well as some more academic traditional activities. So, thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Tamara Soma and I'm an associate professor at the School of Resource and Environmental Management at Simon Fraser University. At this beautiful summer institute, I taught about the role of storytelling and indigenous traditional knowledge and how it can play an important role in household prevention and reduction.
Hi, I'm Andrea Borghini. I'm a professor of philosophy at the University of Milan. I'm also the director of Culinary Mind, and this summer school was part of the activities of Culinary Mind. I was here to bring the contribution of also philosophy to the summer school and the collective reflections that we are doing. Addressing issues of food waste means not only, of course, to address the logistic or practical aspects of the problem, but also to think or rethink the conceptual aspects of the problem, how we understand waste and what does it mean to waste something. So in the seminar that I led, we were reflecting on the fact that whatever is food is something that entangles special relationships with us that have value, and when we waste some food, we waste those relationships. And so we were reflecting on different kinds of waste, degrees of waste, and ways in which we should think of waste as a form of relationality with individuals, with communities, with structures within food systems and ecologies that we have to rethink and improve.
Hi everybody, I'm Rachel Vaughn. I am in the Institute for Society and Genetics at the University of California, Los Angeles, and I am here this summer to join in the Epistemologies of Food Waste conversation. The lesson that I provided for this series of conversations over a number of beautiful days was all about the democratization of science and discard commodification, and particularly we had some important conversations around the impacts of feminist methodologies in doing our research, how we do our research, the questions that we ask, the research questions that we ask, and certainly important conversations about circularity and circular economies and the investments around circular economies, not just in the EU, but all around the world. They're important conversations to have. They're also important conversations to think critically about because there's a lot of money and investment in circularity right now. And so yes, we've had some really great dialogues in this first 2 days, and I hope that we continue to do so over the next couple of days.
Hi everyone, I'm Matteo Garau. I am a researcher of the University of Sassari. I'm part of this summer school because my research is focused on the reuse of agricultural waste to produce organic amendments, biofertilizers that can be useful for farmers to reduce the waste in their farm and reduce the use of inorganic fertilizers and give more sustainable options for their production.
Hi, my name is Sally Geisler, and I'm an assistant professor of environmental studies at St. Mary's College in Notre Dame, Indiana, in the US. I'm here at the summer workshop to talk about some of my research on household behavior as it relates to food waste, and also how households are nested within these larger systems of infrastructure, policy design and implementation, and how those two are interfacing with each other.
Hi, I'm Associate Professor Georgis Krinis. I'm from the University of Melbourne in Australia. I teach on the politics of food, and at this workshop I've been talking about really the political and economic drivers of food waste, and I'm particularly interested in how different types of food waste are produced in both industrial food systems, but also smaller scale artisanal food systems and production systems. And the particular case study I'll be talking about is looking at bread production, comparing industrial bread production with smaller scale artisanal bread production, and seeing the different types of food waste and the quantities of food waste created in both types of systems.
Hi to everyone, I am Massimo Lumini, I am architect, designer. I am living in southwest of Sardinia. I'm staying in this summer school to organize an atelier named La Cucina dei Colori Ecoarte, the Kitchen of the Color Ecoarte. Is my project. I teach with the children in the primary school to learn how to extract pigments and color from nature, fruit, vegetable, earth and clay. I think this is a project important to create new sensibility to approach of sustainability of art with a different perspective, without artificial color, to learn all the technique on the history of art. Thank you very much for you.
I'm Andrea Silvetti, one of the founders of Officine Condivise. We are glad to be part of the summer school. We are an association based in Sassari. We run a workshop based on manual work. We believe that Officine Condivise with this workshop can reconnect the society and the community and bring the knowledge to people that otherwise cannot access to it.
Saluti a tutti, sono Matteo Bernardini, sono stato docente del suo corso che Casari Bio a fare su Vanni e Savasta. Ho fatto su cifraggio, tutto su impari e maloredo su campi danneso su. Punti pessi su bene in mera e si su papà su tutto su. E per altre cariche si inforre su cifraggio, tutto su impari. E noi in questo bellissimo luogo che siamo ospitato. Mi ha fatto un mera piacere partecipare a questa scuola di panificazione artigianali e spero che ci sia altre opportunità prosannanti si potrà a fare tutto su impari. Grazie a mille, sono contento mera.